Hello, and welcome to the latest edition of the Total War Let's Play series. This is a regular warfare coming at you with episode 3 of our Yellow Turban Let's Play. Today I just wanted to talk to you about some of the things that I've learned about Taoism and the end of the Han era. I was lucky enough to get my hands on The Scripture on Great Peace by Barbara Hendrischke, and it was a very enlightening read. And I think we should just get right into it, yeah. So, a lot of the symbology of the Yellow Turban Rebellion is based in kind of an understanding that the Yellow Turban Rebellion was definitely not the first, and or would it be the last, popular uprising during the Han era. We have several different peasant groups rebelling in various ways during this time period. The Yellow Turbans is only the most recent and the largest and the most threatening. And it occurs in 184, but that doesn't mean that all of its ideas originate in 184. And one of the main ones is, in answer to the title, why is it yellow? Why are all of our people dressed in this yellow fabric? And peasants at this point had enough practice rebelling against their local governments that they understood the presence of cultural symbology in their political activity, and yellow is the color that follows red, and red represents fire, and fire was the symbol that the Han adopted. Let's see if we could find some Han people here really quick. Yeah, so the Han Empire. So we can see that the Han Empire has these red kind of flame-like decorations on their flags and their iconography. They're often dressed in red, and they, prefer to see themselves as the cycle of fire. And this comes back to part of Taoism that's called the Wu Xing, which is the 5 phases, basically. They're representative of the 5 major planets, or the moving stars, as Chinese astronomers would know them. And they basically describe many of the ideas and interrelationships between various phenomena, including political phenomena. The cycle, in case you're curious, and we can have links to it in the description, are wood, fire, earth, which is yellow, metal, which is white, and water, which is black. Now, water is another option to take over fire, to overcome fire, and that would be kind of known as the Black Emperor, and some rebel movements did call themselves the Black King or the Black Emperor. The Yellow Turban Rebellion also has the benefit of evoking the idea of the Yellow Emperor. And the Yellow Emperor is largely seen to be the originator of Chinese culture and the Chinese people, a common ancestor of all Chinese people. It's a mythical, I think the third last mythical emperor that's known at like 2700 BC estimation. Many things are attributed to this figure, including an early form of football, oddly enough, but kind of evoking that cultural symbol of the true Chinese culture, the true Chinese civilization being yellow, helped them gain a lot of their presence and their ability to manipulate the peasants to, overthrow what is fairly directly a corrupt system at this point. We could go into one of the reasons that the system was corrupt, and it largely had to do with concentration of agricultural lands, driving many peasants off of their land and thus off of their system of livelihood, their ability to access food and money. This, of course, had the uncomfortable consequence of creating large amounts of peasant hobos roaming the countryside with no job and no location for them to be in, and they were easily persuaded to rebel because functionally they were going to die anyway. So it really, they had nothing to lose at that point. Many of the ideas of the Yellow Turban Rebellion didn't originate in the Yellow Turban Rebellion. It originated much earlier. There was the Perfected. All of these rebel movements were attempting to use supernatural iconography to legitimize their political activity. Back to the land reform piece. Many people during this time period, because of the way that inheritance subdivisions of land were created, were put on increasingly smaller plots of land that then couldn't sustain themselves, and they were eventually plantations that then kicked them out of their home, and they were unable to have a living or a livelihood. So they said, well, I don't have any food or money or jobs here. I might as well travel to find more food and money and jobs in other locations. Unfortunately, it was like that in every location, kind of reminiscent of the Great Depression. And so you had large groups of males, but also women and children and families roaming the countryside looking for work. And that is always a politically destabilizing idea, especially when the owners of those large agricultural centers, or plantations for lack of a better word, it's not entirely accurate, but we'll just use it, employed large militias to defend their estates from roaming bands of angry, hungry peasants. And so that's what we're going to do today. We're going to hopefully salvage our group of very virtuous, angry, hungry peasants and get into taking over the political system, starting with, I think, Liu Bei and Kong Rong will be our targets for today. Kong Rong would be an excellent example of kind of business for business sake, and, you know, exactly the target that the Yellow Turban Rebellion would be consciously attacking. So, yeah. If you guys have any questions, feel free to, write them as comments or descriptors in the chat. There's a lot to get through in this time period. 190, end of Han Empire ship is incredibly dense and rich in cultural symbology and cultural learning that is not directly apparent to Western audiences. But, I'm learning a lot. I hope I can help you guys learn at least a little through me. Hopefully a lot. But looks like we got some more people. But yeah, that's my goal with this whole project, is to, kind of bring a wider net to the time and energy that we all are limited in to both play this game and appreciate the cultural context inside of it. Alright, let's see what we got. We have a spear. This person is blue and green, so I think I'm going to want him to have more green. Potentially this 20 versus 20. Yeah, I think the G is pretty good. Well, actually, let's go with the Great Axe. The Great Axe gives me more resolve. I'm kind of okay with his -3 expertise happening here. This gives me instinct and authority. I don't think I'll need that on this character. I have Book of Heaven, local commandery. That is very good. It's a unique ancillary, so it might be really great. It does give me that expertise and that cunning. He is blue, so he kind of would be the cunning character if anybody. And it's the Book of Heaven. Has that great Taoist symbol on it. I always loved the yin and yang symbol ever since I was a small child. I used to draw it everywhere because it just looks so cool. I'm also partial to just white and black. I like contrast. So let's look at him. Let's see. We got ranged damage, ranged armor piercing damage, so let's give him some bows. If anyone's going to have bows, I think it's going to be him. Trade influence, local county satisfaction, yeah. Okay. He gets +1 rank units, it's very nice. Okay. Yeah. Let's go about recruiting this person for just some peasant archers right now. We need our upkeep to be as little as possible. We need numbers more than anything. And let's also give him someone else. This is our cheapest general. Looks like she has harmony with our pre-existing guy. So let's... Yep, lack of purpose. Well, let's give her a purpose. Alright, let's see what her traits are. Nice one, mustering for the own army. That's great. That's just good to have in general. She's fulfilled. She dislikes competitiveness. She's wary of ambition and she loathes greed. Me too. Me too, sister. Same. Big mood. And she's charismatic. Alright, so this could be a good Lord of Virtue for us later to give +5 satisfaction. She seems to have +10 speed for her own retinue and knowledge of the mind. -50 morale. Nice. So she could just break an enemy front with a big charge. Speed in this game translates to charge damage. So let's give her a bunch of high charge peasants. These are pretty good. So these are the same price, these spearmen or the peasant warriors. I think I'm gonna go with the peasant warriors just because their melee charge bonus is much larger than the 21 that we get from the spearmen. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just give her kind of a big morale-inducing charge for her. I think would be really great. So this person unlocks military requisition or turtle formation. We don't have people able to use the turtle formation because they're just peasants. They're not militarily educated enough to actually organize in a cohesive formation and be able to do their job effectively, but he does give +4 instinct. She is red and green, and her instinct is very high, so I want that for her. Let's give her that instinct right now. And over here, expertise, satisfaction, authority. These are not overly excellent for anyone, but, you know, I don't see that we'll be missing a lot necessarily. Let's see who we have. We do have Nancy. He's currently getting us +75% income from commerce. He's on that assignment. It's really great. I might take him off of that assignment to put him into this army. We'll see what he has. He's arrogant. -25 fatigue resistance. That's not great for us, actually. But he is cunning. Does have +25 character experience. What does he have? He has +10 armor. He could also level up. Could have armor piercing damage. Man, I think I just might give him inspiration. Inspiration, especially because he's on assignment right now. Does have a nice horse. I'm gonna take that horse from him. Actually, yeah, let's take that horse. Alright, +6% income from commerce. Yeah, I think that's just gonna be better for what we need him for right now. That extra money is keeping us afloat financially. And until these units get up off the ground, we might really need that. Although we are under threat, we were just attacked and drove off Liu Bei from this iron mine. We're currently recovering here. I think I want to route everything through Beihai, actually. Let's see if we can shore up some of these. +4 authority. Yeah. Clay axe isn't really helping us out. I think the iron sickle might be better. It's also refined. Oh, hey, Pei doesn't have anything. We should give him something. You know, he deserves something. Alright, he's our fighter. He's our duelist. He'll do well with the extra expertise. We need him to fight some heavy duels coming up here in a second. Seems to have a pretty good weapon though. Alright. Well, we're in normal stance. Alright, let's start reinforcing our front. Let's reinforce our front. Let's threaten Liu Bei for his iron mine and just kind of swing this way. Kind of in a giant, you know, right flank movement. I don't know whether to take this guy off. Oh, well, we definitely need this town to be upgraded. It's been attacked already by one of the strongest character groups in the game, Liu Bei. I think we need to get as much defenses in this location as we possibly can, as soon as we possibly can. So that's going to be our construction project for that. Also, yeah, I really don't want our guys to be further attacked. So I'm okay with investing money into our defenses if it's going to help us out, especially considering that most, if not all of our actual military is just peasants. But peasants can do a lot, especially if they're well led. Alright, I think we're out of stuff to do. I still want to bring our guy in from. How do I take him off of assignment? Let's figure that one out first. I know how to put him on assignment. How do I take him off of assignment? Pins, missions. Construct a Scholar's Lodge. I don't think we'll be able to do that until we shore up some of our military pressure right now. It's undeniable. Well, we have 34 already, so we'll probably absolutely get this next turn. That's gonna be great. Armies, characters. Fencing, details. Okay, how do I make him stop doing the thing that I want to do? Perhaps the city in which he's doing it. Assignments, yes. 11 turns left for this. Recall assignee. Takes 1 turn for him to get out of there. Okay. Alright, let's hit that next turn button. Next turn we might be able to get him to be a general in this army to help out. Oh, looks like Huang Shao had something bad happen to him. Who's surprised? Who could have guessed?
Starved of air, it chokes, it splutters, and is then extinguished.
Okay, so notice the language that they use for choking and spluttering is usually something that happens to flames when they're dying.
In the ashen darkness.
And the fact that they literally use the word ashen, which is how fire produces earth, and fire is overcome by earth in the sense that when a fire goes out, there's ash or earth left over, you know, as its calling card. The ancient Chinese were very aware of this. They just looked at their environment around them and said, what is physically happening here? All right, so two-handed mace. Let's give that to someone who needs it. Let's give that to this group. I'm worried about this group because they aren't very experienced and need all the help that they can get. Yeah. Faction succession. Okay, don't really care about that much. Follow the tyrant. Yep. Oh, so we did, yep, we did complete that. People of Virtue, Baitai. I don't think he's in our group yet. He's just kind of in our candidate pool. Yeah, there he is. He's level 3 already. It only takes 1,000 to recruit. Ah, man. I wonder if he would actually be better to... Well, he's 2,000. Yeah, he's 2,000. He is level 3, does get along well with everybody, but I don't know if we can really afford the extra money that that would cost us. He has education, he admires intelligence. Man, this is difficult. I think we're just going to take the money. We're going to have to... Yeah, having Baitai is nice, available to us, but... Well, it might actually be worth it here. Of course, we could then send Nancy... Well, let's get him. He seems like a good guy. He's philanthropic. He's elusive. Ooh. And defiant. Plus 10 morale when defending for your own army. That could be nice. You can use that. Effortless flow. So speed. So he'll be good with some attacking people. Armor piercing melee damage. Nice. Plus 10 melee damage. Alright, so this is a melee guy. He's fanatic. He's got fanaticism. Plus 5% replenishment for the army. Excellent. Alright, yeah, so let's give him probably just a healthy mix of... Well, he does have plus 10 armor piercing, so spears would probably be best for that. Spears are armor piercing. That's what we're going to need him for. Yeah, let's just make him a spear boy. Yeah, peasant spearman. Oof, we're gonna have minus 274. Well, if that's the case, we might want to stimulate the markets again. 50% income from peasants, or 75% income from commerce for just the local commandery. It looks like looks like we only have 40% income from commerce. Yeah. Who has good commerce? What commander has good commerce here? How about Taishan? It's 50 from commerce. Is 110 from commerce. So maybe with Taishan instead we should do the commerce boost here. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, we're gonna have him stimulate the markets in Taishan. That'll give us better return. Alright, so feel good about how this is going. Let's give him a better horse, just so he doesn't die on us. Alright, so we have a pretty strong army coming down over here. I do want them to kind of shore up the town that's always getting attacked for us, instead of just hanging out kind of here in the forest. Well, let's have him start doing that. This group is still recovering from that last battle, but so is Liu Bei. Let's kind of have them just tuck into town here, really focus on getting more people. And I have an idea of like just attacking Kong Rong in the next few turns. I feel like that's something we're going to have to eventually deal with because we did take his town, and Beihai, you know, needs this livestock farm to complete its commandery. And I think Kongrong is pretty pissed off that we attacked him, and I'm sure he'd love to get this trade port to boost his commerce and all of his stuff that he wants. Yeah, I've been reading the Art of War. And the Art of War has some great things to say about luring people into bad situations. Basically, like, if they're easily baited or led, then provoke them. And I think Kongrong is someone that we can easily provoke, as is Liu Bei, quite frankly. They both are really motivated to come and attack us. They have a lot of like fiery attacking energy to eliminate the Yellow Turban Rebellion for basically political stability and religious reasons. You know, if we had our way, we would overthrow the entire system of government that allowed these people to be in power in the first place. So, yeah, we got Beitai. I hope that investment works out for us. We are losing quite a lot of money right now, so we have to find something to do to turn this around before we bleed our coffers dry. But going into debt a little bit just to, you know, defend ourselves wholesale from losing everything, I think is okay. A new established capital, of course. Yep, and then wars in places we don't really know about. Okay. Yep, I think let's just check our I guess our research. We're 2 away from getting this reform. -2 mustering turns, that's great. +2 replenishment. Alright, rally to the cause. Yeah, that's going to be very useful for us. Oh, and Huang Shao is attacking us. Oh no, our farmland, our money. Oh, that's going to be bad. I wonder if we could try to contest him. Taekwon wants peace with us. Who are you, Taekwon? He's a strength threat. He's inferior to us. He wants us to be peaceful because he took our temple here, the Pangqing Temple. I don't necessarily want to do that. I am currently have my hands full with 3 other enemies, but I do plan on getting that temple back and attacking this whole area, so I don't want to damage my reputation. Although, to be fair, I don't think any part of normal society is gonna really be eager to ally with us right now, regardless of what I do. So on a certain point, I don't want to tiptoe around these people, but also, if we're ever going to build our diplomacy with anybody and try to make peace at all, we might not want to be making these deals that are immediately betrayed. And we have honor, we're role-playing a very religious faction. Oh, look at this. Wow. Spear guards, G militia, super militia. Yeah, these are full stacks. Some pretty strong guys. I don't think we can really contest that. This farmland. What is your garrison farmland? Turban warriors. Spear. Wow. Horsemen. Warriors. Peasant archers. I mean, how long would it take? It would take 4 turns to get there. That's insane. That's too much. Yeah, sorry farmland. I think we're gonna have to give you up. You're on the other side of the river. We couldn't really hold you. Oh, man. Yeah, let's just shore up our defenses, especially if Huang Shao is going to be right there. We're going to be cutting it really close to losing out on money and going into debt. These guys are just kind of barely surviving, barely able to or they're barely done with their replenishment. All right, let's go ahead and kind of get them out here, potentially in an ambush stance, so that if I drop off the radar and Kongrong doesn't think that I'm here, he'll just see this town that's, you know, pretty good farming, pretty good income, and is just ripe for attacking. So he'll be more tempted to kind of come over here and, I think, attack this town. I hope he does, at least, because we really need to create an advantage with our group here. Yep, don't have anybody really to add. These peasant spearmen, they're pretty good at, you know, armor piercing. When you think about it. Fully goes through armor but can be blocked. Their role is anti-cavalry. Charge reflection versus mounted. That's nice. When braced. I think being braced just means not moving and facing the enemy. Immune to regionless attrition. Excellent. And we got our militia depot there. Alright, I think that's all that we can do for now. It has been 32 minutes. Usually I kind of want to keep these to about 30 minutes each. You know, I don't want to drag it out for too long, but I want to end at a good spot. Ooh, this is going to be bad. Yeah, there's no way that we can beat all of this stuff, so let's just delegate that out. Yep, that's kind of how that goes. Yeah, I kind of knew that we could. Oh, we did get the ambush. Excellent. All right. Yeah, with our superior forces, our adversary persists. Our advisors predict a decisive victory. I don't get so excited. 2 armies at once. Yeah. All right. Let's do it. Let's hopefully we'll be able to get a really good victory here. He's not really at full health. I mean, I guess we aren't either, but especially this militia virtue. We'll have them kind of stay in the back. Don't want to hurt them too badly. Yeah, so this is our first ambush battle. I don't know how ambush battles really work in this version of the game. In other games, you could attack from one side as they're all in a line. They don't get to deploy, you know, fully before the battle, but you get to kind of set up your little ambushes. Oh, it looks like we have a kind of a valley path here and a bunch of forests, so we could be in the forest to kind of take down these people. I wonder what the level of all their people are at. Might be important. I wonder if we can win any of our duels here. I believe that we can. We have so much health on some of these guys, and you know, they have big armor piercing damage. So I'm still not sure about the armor piercing versus not armor piercing part of this game, but it seems to be a replacement for, you know, anti-large in the Total War Warhammer franchise. Yeah, hopefully we can use some of our Sun Tzu strategies are working out beautifully. At the heart of all warfare is deception, and I could think of nothing more deceptive than laying an ambush for your enemies as they try to attack easy targets that they're easily baited into attacking. Maybe that's what we should have done to defend the farm, to kind of get a huge ambush. Oh well, I think we should focus our direction on the south anyway, kind of use that river as a barrier, kind of a safety net. Put up some good defenses on our north and just push both of our armies directly south. Now we're I'm having some problems loading here. It's taking a little while. Checkpoint's locking down. Okay. Oh wow, it's in the winter. It's super bright. All the snow blindness. Oh, this is interesting. All right, so let's see. Kongrong is level 4. I want to kill him. He's very high level. Ten Yang is 2. Wang Shao is 2. Okay, so I have an idea, and it's just assassinate the leader of the faction right away. Let's just get everybody as close to him as possible. The Saber Militia. Well, I don't want to get bogged down in Saber Militia, but alright. Let's kind of put him on this side. Alright, so let's all attack Kongrong immediately with all of our guys. If that happens, I hope he'll die very, very, very soon, and it'll cause morale losses all across the board. Our Yellow Turban Warriors, they got great charge, great attack. These warriors can go to town against the crossbowmen. I think I'm going to use the peasants, actually, for that. I want my actual Yellow Turban Warriors to be facing off against their martial forces. Yeah, see, let's just kind of do that. And then these guys can attack archer militias, which they'll have no problem outmatching. Peasant warriors here. You can draw these guys a little closer. It would be less force for them to shoot through. I kind of just want them to, take targets that are of opportunity. Let's have our reclaimers actually deal with the mounted saber militia here. Peasant warriors are probably going to have to face up against the saber militia. Hopefully the battle will be so severely in the one-sided that the saber militia won't give us too much problems. Let's kind of load that side just in case. These are militia virtue. More peasant warriors. Let's just have them help out over here, just to provide some attack in the rear penalties. Yep. Alright, let's get them as close as we can, and I think we're ready to go. This is gonna be pretty intense. Everything's gonna happen all at once. Alright. Because this is an ambush, I might just kick it into slow motion just for our attack orders. Yeah, slow motion, okay. So, our guys. Kill Kongrong. First thing. I want them attacking out. Guanhai wants to take this duel. I'll accept that duel. And Wang Shao wants to take that duel. I might? Yeah? I suppose I could take that duel. I think he'll win. Alright. Alright, let's get our charges off. Oh wow, we were immediately attacked. Saber Militia does have some defense. see if we can take down these. I think if we concentrate fire on one group at a time. Let's use our debuffs here. Well, I guess they're keeping him busy over here. He is running away pretty cowardly. Yeah, attack him. Alright, so it looks like we won this duel. So let's get back on his mount. Oh yeah, our guy is taking this guy to task. Yeah, let's start breaking some of these guys. Okay, let's go with our original plan of everyone attacks Gongrong. Gongrong needs to die. What is his health at? His health is... Oh, he has Fallen Friend and Fallen Oathsworn. So he's actually quite a bit more, I guess, formidable here, but I don't think it'll be too bad. Let's wait for this for 3 seconds and then go ahead and give him that debuff. Minus 100 armor, minus 10, 100 melee vision. Oh, it keeps going up. Oh. Wow, that's strange. Okay. Alright. We're letting some of this lax. Get our guys working a little bit more. Alright, looks like they got him. Let's break up this pocket of resistance here. Yep. More attacks from here. Alright. Looks like they're done. Looks like the spear guards are the only ones left, still holding their morale. And there they go. Broken. Alright, who's left? Oh, got a victory. Alright, let's just make sure everyone has an attack order on their nearest person. And, yeah. It's fine. Alright, and I think that's it. Yeah, excellent. Decisive victory. Beautiful. Alright, I feel great about that. That was an excellent little fight that we got there. We won 2 duels. Completely decimated his forces in the ambush. Oh yeah. Alright, decisive victory. That is money, and I do need money. but this is 7% replenishment. I think we need that in order to continue our advances. Oh, they both died. Wow. Yeah. Guess that's what happens. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. Oh. What was that? Semi-lost farmland. Henye? Okay, so we knew that was gonna happen. Cao Cao proxy war. That sounds like Cao Cao. Rally to the common cause. Okay, so it looks like we did get our research. Yeah, let's promote them. Estimated salary 100. So let's get them in. Let's get them in the game. That's Huang Shao. Wow, a lot happened. Okay. We got a wooden ox. Fuss for resolve. Okay. A means of some income, even after death. Ah, so when you're buried with a wooden ox, you get an ox in the afterlife, I suppose, is the idea here. Let's see, who needs a wooden ox? It's used by another character, Wu Xing. We might actually want to press the attack here, because we had very, very lucky, very little casualties in this, and they are suffering heavily, so we might want to just get up and go attack them. Alright, so this is at 48 minutes. I think I'm going to stop there. We're going to pick up later with this, do a quick save here, and yeah, that should be it. Kong Rong looks like he's wounded. He's recovering. Yeah, we might just starve them out at this point. We're preventing them from recovering. If they want to come out and fight us, like, by all means, they're welcome to. Yeah, that was such a good, successful thing. We might actually want to do that again out here. Just like lay another ambush. 45% chance, grassland. 70% chance. I wonder if that's close enough to the town. 45, 5, 70, 70, 70, 70. Oh, I see. The little reticle changes. There it is. Yeah, let's go here and set up another ambush. Excellent. We'll see how that works. Public order and authority. Don't really need authority, but he definitely, I mean, he has nothing, so let's pick whoever has the strongest authority in this. This person. Okay. Give them even more authority. Give them a book of documents. She likes to read. Also, 18 armor piercing damage for melee. That's not great for her. I like having my guys have a lot of armor piercing melee damage, just because so much of my army doesn't. And if, I have someone that I need to fight, especially someone rich and, like Liu Bei over here, I think I'd want them to have more armor piercing than not. But the melee attack rate does go down, which is sad. What does... Wait, let's investigate this guy. Research rate, that's great. Range blocked hands, that's great. Fanaticism, he's fanatical. He needs fanatic guys. Yep. Okay. And he's speed. Speedy spearman. That's always good because it helps them get into their defensive formations faster. Oh, this guy's going. He's pretty good. Yeah. Actually, I might give her that spear just to get her instinct up just that little bit more. I think it'll also help her survive a lot more, which is going to be very important for the upcoming fight, where we'll be going against, you know, Liu Bei's faction as Zhang Fei and Guangdu, and I think it's Guangdu. I'll have to look that up. Wu Xing, rebel officer, level 1. He's a builder, but he already has... He's already gold? He's already legendary? He's a legendary scholar. How is he legendary? I don't think he has any of his things above 100. Minus 2 to construction time, faction wide. That's really good. Alright, so he's a follower. He's kind. That's great. That's nice. He's clever. Plus 25 character experience. That's really strong. He's direct. Let's remove that. Actually, yeah, let's switch these. Well, let's not switch them now. I want her to have something. We'll give her the wooden ox later. She's supposed to be green and red, so her resolve should be one of the higher ones. Just an interesting character. Yeah, what does he do? Maybe we can get him on some stuff. On some assignments or something. Oh wow. Get a noble sword. It's gonna help his authority. That is what we want. Okay, when he starts fighting, then we'll give him the sword. He's direct. Charge reflect. Ooh, enables charge reflect. That's great. What assignments can he do? Public order and construction time and building upkeep. I didn't realize there was building upkeep, but it seems good. How much money does it take to do this? No money, apparently. Alright, so where are we building things? We're building things here, and I do want to continue building things here. We're building things here. We are not building things here, but we can be. Yeah. This is good. Let's have him supervise construction. He's a builder. That's so nice. I'm so happy with this guy. Wu Xing. Fantastic. Has good authority, good expertise. I wonder if we can make him to administer a commandery at some point. Alright, so hopefully this ambush will work. If it doesn't, we're still gaining people, and, you know, I guess it's fine. I don't want to bite off more than I can chew, but I think this is, yeah, this will be good. So let's go ahead and stop it here. Yeah, we did that. Oh, we need to select our reform choice. Yeah, 25 food from farming. I think that'll help us out a lot. Food from farming gives us income from peasantry, and it's also just necessary. Like, we have 3. You're probably due with having a bit more. Friends, because they fought in a battle. Excellent. Oh, Conrong does not like Huang Shao anymore. That's fair. Let's see if we can gain anything by having this person be the leader of our army. Yeah, I don't think there's any reason to have anyone as the commander of the army, or not, right now. Just want to make sure. It's a virtuous outrider. Nice. Own army, 5% speed. So he actually benefits from having archers, but so does Huang Shao, so. He also has armor piercing melee damage, so he could just have both. Yeah, minus 50% attrition for military supply when commanding, so it's good for to have him as the commander, that's why. So he'll be commanding the army. He's good at it. He's a virtuous outrider. He's a legendary veteran already. Yeah, I'm just stunned that this guy he's already a legendary scholar, even though he doesn't have 100 in any of his skills. How did he do that? Alright guys, well, that does it for me. I've been on for about an hour. Alright, so we'll see you next time, and thank you for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.